I swear, Kat, if I were you, I'd just punch me right in the face. Ow!
If you were asked to mention some Nickelodeon stars right now, which ones would come to your mind first? A lot of us had the pleasure of watching teenagers steal our hearts with their amazing performances in various series. However, most of them moved on to bigger things, or seemed like they had gone off the grid. Ever wondered where some of your favorite Nickelodeon stars are right now and what they're doing? Nickelodeon was a launching pad for the career of most stars today. So let's take a look at the ones leading successful roles outside the network right now.
But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.
Miranda Cosgrove. For more than a decade, Miranda Cosgrove was Nickelodeon's poster child. As star of the hit series iCarly, she had millions of both young and old people glued to their television screens. However, all things must come to an end, even the good ones. So after iCarly completed its 7th season in 2012, Miranda Cosgrove first went to the University of Southern California, where she got her degree. During this time, she went on tour to create more awareness of her 2011 EP, High Maintenance. Her singing career may not have gone as well as she hoped, since she isn't one of the most popular ones right now in the industry. However, her voice had other amazing uses, and she dabbled into the world of animation. Miranda voiced the character of Margot in Despicable Me. Yes, one of Gru's adorable adoptive daughters. She experienced great success in this role and has mostly stuck with animation and short-lived sitcoms since then. The former Nickelodeon star had a one-season run on the NBC comedy series Crowded, but that wasn't all. Miranda dabbled into the horror genre with the 2015 movie The Intruders and has since starred in several more movies as well. She's still into film and television, with her upcoming project being a film about becoming a pro skater. Up next is Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts was just 9 years old when she made her first appearance in Blow in 2001, where she acted as Christina Jung. And yes, she is related to Julia Roberts, who is her aunt, and one of the reasons she got into show business in the first place. However, she didn't gain as much attention until she became Addie Singer in the Nickelodeon series Unfabulous, which started in 2004. Thanks to this television show, Emma Roberts got several Young Artist Award and Teen Choice Award nominations. For 3 seasons, Emma dazzled us with Unfabulous, which eventually spawned movies like The Perfect Moment. You will also remember her as a guest star on Drake and Josh, while Nickelodeon was considering helping the young star kickstart her music career. Another successful role was in Aquamarine, which earned her the award of Best Supporting Young Actress. The movie was also in 5th place at the box office during its opening weekend. You might have also seen her familiar face in Nancy Drew, a horror movie. Emma Roberts was quick to shed the family-friendly roles for more adult characters, like the lead in Wild Child in 2008. This amazing actress is still very active in the entertainment industry. She has several movies to her name, including The Winning Season, Valentine's Day, and the romantic comedy The Art of Getting By. No longer a teen idol, Emma Roberts has a thing for horror movies, and Nancy Drew is not the only one she has graced with her presence. She also appeared in the techno thriller Nerves and Scream 4. So let's just call her our horror icon, especially as she has had runs on the American Horror Story as well. There are so many things to love about Emma Roberts, who is now expecting her first child with her partner. We also have to mention that she is the first pregnant woman to be featured on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine. Up next is Victoria Justice. This list wouldn't be complete without talking about Tori Vega of the much-loved Victoria series. Victoria Justice first stormed on our television screens as Lola Martinez on Zoe 101. On the show, she played the role of a new student who was also an aspiring actress and interpreted her character amazingly well. Then she was a guest star on the 2nd episode of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, another Disney Channel series, where she played Rebecca, a young pageant contestant that stole the heart of Cody Soul Sprouse. However, her roles in the series were never as popular as the character she played on the Nickelodeon show Victorious alongside Ariana Grande. Victoria Justice was a bundle of talent that persuaded the producer to give her her own musical show. No doubt about it, Victoria was meant for the big screens, and Victorious was her stepping stone to greater things, even as the series got its own television movie, iParty. This was a crossover episode of both Victorious and iCarly, so you can imagine how explosive that turned out. Unfortunately, Victorious got canceled in 2012, and reasons weren't disclosed to the public. Still, that didn't stop the Florida-born star as she moved over to her musical career. Later, she was a member of the cast of Fox's tribute to the Rocky Horror Picture Show as Janet Weiss. This may be the highlight of her post-Nickelodeon TV TV career, but Victoria Justice has millions of followers who will ensure that she still remains relevant in the entertainment scene. Up next is Keke Palmer. We first heard about Keke Palmer when she landed a role, although small, in Cold Case ER and Law & Order Special Victims Unit. However, she must have been doing something incredibly right, as not long after, Nickelodeon came knocking. This was when she was introduced to a broader audience of children and teens who were die-hard Nickelodeon fans. She became the star of True Jackson VP, which earned her a lot of recognition and awards, including being nominated for 5 consecutive Young Stars Awards at the BET Awards. Pretty cool. At the time, she was simultaneously cast in several television shows, but still had time to release some music to her ever-increasing fan base. However, she broke major social barriers in 2014 when she made her Broadway debut as the first African-American actress portraying the role of Cinderella in the musical. It was a really big deal, and Keke Palmer is still landing cool roles in the entertainment industry to this day. Nick Cannon. One thing a lot of people remember Nick Cannon for was his feud with Eminem, but he has moved past that to do great things in the entertainment industry, despite its roller coaster ride in the late 90s. As a teenager, Nick Cannon was a cast member of All That and still did music on the side with his rap group. This group ushered in top acts like Will Smith, and he later created 2 studio albums with his multiple record labels. However, that was only the start of many great things to come. Now, he's a host, comedian, and businessman. The former Nickelodeon star produced and hosted Wild 'N Out, a comedy series, in 2005, and still hosted the Slime Stunt at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards the same year. Wild 'N Out had several record-breaking seasons despite later controversies that caused him to be dropped from the show. However, Nick Cannon was the host of America's Got Talent for 8 years before he resigned from the role. Nickelodeon wasn't done with the star yet, as he is now the chairman of Teen Nick for Nickelodeon. He's been a major player in the creation of several series, catering to the younger crowd. You could call him an all-around superstar, as he is one of the most successful former Nickelodeon stars today. Up next is Kenan Thompson. When you talk about someone who was born with an extra funny bone in his body, Kenan Thompson fits the bill perfectly. In the 90s, this child star was a major feature of Nickelodeon's golden era and is still a sensation up until today. If you've ever watched even a single episode of Saturday Night Live, then you have an idea of how extraordinary Kenan is. He's the longest-serving member of the show, and it all started with his sketch comedy appearance on All That on Nickelodeon. His career started when he was just 5 and appeared in a local production of The Wiz. The crazy thing is that Kenan had no lines, but he was able to make an impact anyway. His obsession with the game show The Price is Right seemed perfect, as his first real screen role was on a children's news show, the CNN series Real Kids for News. On this show, he was an entertainment reporter until he got into All That, which is basically the kids' version of Saturday Night Live, ironically where he is today. He had so much chemistry with fellow co-star Kel Mitchell that they got their own show, Kenan and Kel. This duo had a long and impressive run, and we enjoy seeing them on our screens every time as they continue to bring laughter and good punchlines. Finally, we have Ariana Grande. Are you surprised to see Ariana Grande on this list? You definitely shouldn't be, because really, who doesn't know this music sensation? What we do know is that she rose to fame with a role in Victorious as Kat, alongside Victoria Justice. She interpreted her character so well and stole a few hearts while at it that she had to be given her spin-off show, Sam and Cat. Sam, in this case, was also a star in the show iCarly as the very close friend of Carly, whom she was on the show with. Ariana Grande was an amazing actress and an even more sensational musician. Before our eyes, she transformed from the dumb and hilarious teenager on Victorious to a pop star with multiple awards. Her debut album was in 2013, but before then, Ariana already had several hit singles. Now, the starlet has several Grammy nominations to her name and more than 100 million followers on her social media page. She's still very active in the music industry, dropping hit after hit. The definition of super successful doesn't get any bigger than this. And there you have it. These are some of our favorite Nickelodeon stars and where they are right now. They have all gone on to dominate the entertainment industry in their individual ways, and it all started with their making us laugh, cry, and shout happily as stars on Nickelodeon. So, which is your top pick, and who are the other stars that have caught your attention? Let me know in the comments, and that's a wrap. Thanks for watching.